And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab in this one, Jack Kachanowicz. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Line and a base hit into right. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now, Victor Mesa Jr. up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Batting seventh, someone they're hoping breaks out in this one, Graham Pauley.
Well, there's no doubt he's an important bat for them and one they want to get going as soon as possible. Now, with that said, it's important that he doesn't let that pressure just snowball and get out of control. I'm just looking for good at-bats from him today and see what the outcomes are.
Pickoff move to second. Lopez back in on a dive.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base.
That's ripped. Base hit. Lopez around third. He scores and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. Out towards right center field, Moniak sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's two down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Jesus Sanchez will hit next. That one is absolutely belted, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 2-0.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Now here's the Marlins DH, Griffin Conine. Right through there for his strike.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Man at second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swung on, belted, way back there. And it hits the fence. Run comes in from second. It's 3-0.
Picks himself up at RBI. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Now it's going to be Graham Pauley. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Neto. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Marlins 3 and the Angels 0. Back in Anaheim and on the hill, Valente Beozo. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
In the air, left field. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Mike.
Here's Trout. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Got him swinging. So 1 hit is all they get. Second inning coming up from Anaheim. It's the Marlins 3 and the Angels nothing. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. Back up the middle and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball.
Runner on the move. Dive, and he's got it. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. J.D. Davis coming into the game now as the injury replacement. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Myers, the runner at second with one away. That one the other way, and a base hit right there. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now it's going to be Victor Mesa Jr. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Victor Mesa Jr. with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Two on, 1 out. Right, the next to hit. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Ohapi collects, fires to first. And he'll reach second with one away.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple, and then that error allows a run to score, and this is where things can really start to fall apart. As a team, they need to pick themselves up, find a way to play better baseball the rest of the way.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Jack Kachanowicz done for the night, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Kyle Hendricks takes over on the mound.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Hendricks delivers. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Two on, one out. And that's way high. And it's 2-2.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. It's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Ground ball left side. Fires across the diamond. 2 away. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Just missed. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's not coming back. A soaring shot to center. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 8-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And next is the designated hitter, Griffin Conine. To the right side, and that one handled over to first. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame, but they tack on 5 runs. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Marlins 8 and the Angels nothing. Bottom of the 2nd. Here's the catcher, Logan Ohapi.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And a ball and 2 strikes. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Ball 2.
And they'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball, really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. On the ground, right side. Fires over to Davis. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Dane Myers.
So digging in, Dane Myers. 1 out, bases empty. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
2 outs, bases empty. And now, Agustin Ramirez. Hendricks deals. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. 2 outs, bases empty. Hammered, base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now here is Otto Lopez. Right back to him on the mound. On to first, and that's the 3rd out. 1 hit, 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 8 and the Angels nothing. Back here at Angel Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Mickey Moniak. Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get the out. And now the shortstop, Zach Neto.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Hit in the air, center field. Mesa under it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Louis.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Luis Rengifo. On the ground to short, could be 2. Here's Lopez for 1. Throw to first, safe.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Newman.
The batter now, Kevin Newman. Rengifo off of first with 2 away. High fly ball out to center field. That is the inning. Angels strand 1. Still 8-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Lined into right. Trout makes the catch, and there's 1 down. And here's the first baseman, Jonah Bride. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Rengifo sends it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field, and that extends the inning. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Ripped towards third. Fires over to first, and the inning is over. Marlins leave 1 as it remains an 8-0 game. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Logan O'Hoppe now at the plate.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Swing and a ball popped up. Lopez under it. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. Angels go quietly there, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Griffin Conine. And that one popped in the air, left field. And it's caught for the out. Stepping in, Graham Pauley. Paulie with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. On the ground to the left. Slings to first.
He's
in
out.
Time.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
And now, Agustin Ramirez. And it is 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Runner takes off. That one the other way. And no one can get there. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Back to the top of the Miami order. Otto Lopez getting ready to hit. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and they now lead by 9.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
First and second, 2 down. Victor Mesa Jr., the next up for the Marlins. Line drive, makes the grab, and that's the inning. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 9 and the Angels nothing. Bottom of the inning. Now it's J.D. Davis.
the first baseman, J.D. Davis.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the grab, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 3,
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Fires to first in time.
The center fielder, number 8, Mickey.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for L.A., Mickey Moniak. Swing and a foul out of play. Two outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
On the ground to third, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, shortstop, Zach.
And next for the Angels, Zach Neto. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Moniak, the runner at first with 2 gone. Left field, Myers on the move. Makes the catch. And that is that. Angels leave 1. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. The 1-1. Base hit center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Neto for 1. Relay to first. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine. Conine turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. 2 outs and a runner at third. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
On the ground, out to short. Handles, throws to first. That ends the frame. 1 left for Miami, but they're still in command. 9-0. Back in Anaheim, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Luis Rengifo. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So in now for the Angels, Kevin Newman. Here's a 1-1. Line to left. And that's a fair ball. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's Mike Trout, swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His 12th of the season, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 9-3.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
One out, base is empty. And the batter now, Logan O'Hoppe. In the air, center field. Mesa makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, J.D.
Now it's J.D. Davis. Two down, nobody on. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. His righty-lefty splits there. Davis off of first with 2 away.
Now just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Angels add 3 on this blast. It's now a 9-3 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Suarez. He last pitched 2 days ago. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And a 2-1 on the way. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nabs it, and there's 1 away. So up next, Dane Myers. Lifted in the air, right center field. That one gets down for a hit. Now the catcher up to hit, Agustin Ramirez. Man at first, 1 away. Swings and misses. Nice job behind the plate there.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now here is Otto Lopez. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. And now first and second with 2 outs. So digging in, Victor Mesa Jr. The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs. First and second, 2 down. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. O'Hoppe down to first with it. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair, but they lead it 9-3. New pitcher now, Seth Martinez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. 1 down, base is empty. In there. And so now 1-2.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Angels held in check. Still way back. It's 9-3. We're at the top of the 8th, and at the plate for Miami, Jonah Bride.
Leading off for the Marlins, the first baseman, Jonah Bride.
And a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Line drive, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Breaking ball down and in, did a nice job of just catching out in front. I like that he didn't spin off the ball by opening up that front hip too early.
At the plate, Connor Norby missed with a changeup, and that's ball 2. Lined, and that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Back-to-back singles. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And a base hit right there. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 10-3.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
And now here is Griffin Conine. Moniak snags it. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. Graham Pauley digs in now. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
In the air on the infield. 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. In the air to left center. Ward sizing it up. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Marlins 10 and the Angels 3.
Now pitching for
Calvin Fauché gets the ball now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
2-2 now. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And there's one away.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And now batting, Mike Trout. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And it's gone. His 11th of the year. It's 10-4. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Base is empty, one away. Next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. Swings and misses. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Logan.
2 down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Logan O'Hoppe. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Cut on and lifted in the air. Sanchez gets under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Angels do get 1, however, on the Mike Trout home run. It's now a 10-4 score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Hans Kraus.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. And right back to the mound. Throws to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. So up next, Otto Lopez. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
The Marlins up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Up the middle, snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the 7th, Victor Mesa Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Victor Mesa Jr. Out to short, boots it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him off. Your hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
And at the plate for Miami, Jonah Bride. 2 outs. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a line drive ripped right center field, and that gets down into the gap. Coming home. The relay. Tag. Too late. He scores. It's 11-4.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. The 2-1. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Marlins 11 and the Angels 4. All set for the bottom of the ninth. So in now for the Angels, J.D. Davis. And that one hammered. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Now a chance for Taylor Ward.
1-2.
Hit on the ground to short. Pauly tosses to first.
That's an out.
1 out, bottom of the ninth. So digging in, Mickey Moniak. Man at second. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
That one the other way. Angels with only 1 out left.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Zach Neto, the next to hit.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Fauché is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
Final score in this one, 11-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.